USCIS waivers, that is what we're talking about with our legal advisor here, Saman Movassaghi Gonzalez, here to really break down everything we need to know.
Sure.
So, of course, you've mentioned before that how complex immigration can be, and the nationality law can be, right? So
yes.
how easy is it to make mistakes without realizing that, it's impacting your eligibility and benefits?
Sure, that's a great question. Unfortunately, in immigration world, to really understand somebody's case, you have to have a proper analysis. That means having a conversation with the applicant, understanding their entries, their exits, what they put on previous applications, what their personal and immigration history is. And that's really how you are able to assess and understand somebody's eligibility or lack of eligibility that would need them to apply for a waiver.
Very interesting. Fortunately, there are waivers available in certain situations, right? So where someone might be otherwise considered inadmissible, but can you share a few examples of these type of waivers?
Yeah, definitely. There's waivers if you commit certain types of misrepresentation and fraud. There's waivers if you actually even commit certain types of crimes. There are criminal waivers that the government will allow somebody to get their green card and become a citizen even if they have a crime. This is in the law. It's allowed for it. There are also waivers for vaccines. If you are against vaccines for moral or religious convictions, you can get a waiver for that. So there's various waivers on what we call issues of inadmissibility. And the only way to assess somebody's eligibility or criteria to have a waiver is to have somebody who's knowledgeable in immigration and nationality law review everything and give that determination.
And with that being said, is it easy to ask for these waivers, or are there hoops that we kind of got to maneuver?
There are hoops you got to kind of maneuver. Okay. Not everybody's eligible for a waiver. And when you may be eligible, certain waivers have certain criterias of what we call qualifying relatives, or being able to demonstrate that the relative is going to suffer a certain standard of hardship if the applicant is not allowed to stay in the U.S. So there are levels of scrutiny involved in asking for a waiver. Not every waiver is approved.
Wow. That could, listening to that, just hearing you say that, it can be intimidating, but and with that thinking, okay, maybe I might not get this waiver, should we just do without asking? What would be the next step?
Well, if you have to have a waiver, but you don't ask for a waiver, then you are in a position of a roadblock, because then you can't jump over that hurdle to get that benefit. The best thing to do is have your case properly assessed and make sure that you have honest representation. If you're really not eligible for it, then we have to have a discussion on that. But if you are, definitely go for it.
Yeah, having these discussions, of course, is important. So where can we find you?
Definitely. You can catch me on our website, www.us-ilc.com. Our phone number is 954-589-1180, and our social media handles at immigration_attorney_Saman, S-A-M-A-N.
Awesome. You can catch Saman and all of her amazing advice, of course, on our website as well, WSFL-TV.com.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.